Hello everyone, welcome back to the new topic. Today we are going to start a new chapter, issue of debentures. In the last class we have discussed all about issue of shares. Now today we are starting the next chapter, issue of debentures. Here we will be discussing today about what is debenture, what is the difference between debenture and bonds, and what are the different types of debentures, and what are the difference between shares and debentures. These are the topics which we are going to discuss today. Okay, so let us see first about what is debenture. Debenture we can define like this: debentures. Debenture can be defined like this: an acknowledgement of debt. Debenture is an acknowledgement of debt issued under the common seal of the company, bearing a fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. This is the simple definition for the term debenture. So, with this definition you may have understood already that what is a debenture. Debenture means, simply if we can say that, suppose when company starts and functions, the company will be in need of finance, money for its function. So the money is to be invested in the assets of the company. That investment of money into the business, we call it as capital. This capital can be either brought in by the owners themselves, or a part of the capital may be borrowed also. Okay, the part of the capital may be borrowed also. So debenture comes under borrowed capital and shares comes under owned capital, because shareholders are the owners of the company. That means the amount contributed by the owners are called owned capital. That amount is contributed by the owners. Owners here the shareholders. So shares are the owned capital. And after the issue of shares also, if the company needs further amount, if more amount is needed, sometimes company instead of issuing shares may issue debenture. That means in order to borrow money from the public, company issue a document that is called debenture. Okay, suppose a company is in need of 1 crore rupees. 1 crore rupees. Okay, 1 crore rupees is needed. So at that time, suppose company is not going to issue shares, or company does not intend to issue the shares. Instead of that, company decided to borrow the money from the public. So at that time, in order to borrow the money from the public, company needs 1 crore rupees. For that, company will think that this money can be borrowed from the public by issuing a document to them. That is called debenture. The document cost, for one document they need to pay minimum 100. Understood? 100. So 100 means 100 into 1 lakh is 1 crore. Isn't it? So 1 lakh debentures will be issued. at the rate of rupees 100. So if you want to buy one debenture, company will give the advertisement in the newspaper or any media. At that time, if you want to buy at least one debenture, you have to pay 100 rupees. So you can buy, instead of one debenture, you can buy 10 debentures. So you have to pay 1000 rupees. You can buy 100 debentures, you have to pay 10,000 rupees. So if you buy one debenture or 10 debenture or 100 rupees, one debenture certificate will be issued to you. In that it will be mentioned that we have borrowed this much money from this person, from you, for this much interest. So if you buy the debenture, you will get interest from the company. If company takes loan from the bank, the company has to pay interest to the loan. Interest to the bank for that loan amount. So like that, company has taken loan from you, the public. So company will give interest on that amount. Suppose if you have given 10,000 rupees to the company for 10% interest, how much you will get yearly? You will get 10% of that 1000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. Is it clear? So if you have paid 10,000 rupees yearly, you may get 1000 rupees as interest. So like that. So company at the time, company when borrow the money from the public, company will issue a document. That document is called debenture. Then this debenture is explained here. So we can say that debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. Debenture here means that certificate, debenture certificate. It's an acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means something which reveals or something which informs that here debt is taken. Okay, something which reveals that, or this certificate reveals that company has taken debt or borrowed money. Okay, so acknowledgement of debt. Company has taken debt, that is issued by the company. Issued under the seal of the company, under the common seal of the company, means in that certificate company's common seal will be there. We know that the signature of the company is the seal. So in that document, company seal will be affixed. So issued under the seal of the company. Okay, so it's an acknowledgement of debt issued by the company by affixing the seal. And what it bears? It bears a fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. So you are giving money to the business, money to the company. Company borrowed money from you. You should get some surety, whether the company will be able to pay the money or not. If by chance, if the company is unable to pay the money back, you should get back your money, So for that, company has to give a surety or security should be given. Suppose if you take loan from the bank, you have to pledge your property or something to the bank as a security. Like that, for this debenture, company will give security. That is called fixed charge on the asset. Fixed charge on the asset means it will be specifically given in the document that this debenture is issued on the security of the machinery, total machinery of the business, or total building of the business. So that is what is called fixed charge. It will be given that in which asset is pledged for this, on the security of which asset we are taking the loan. That will be specifically mentioned. Or on a floating charge, fixed charge or floating charge. What do you mean by floating charge? It will not be specifically mentioned that which asset. But if it is not mentioned that in which asset, it has a floating rate of all the assets. Company has the, or you have the right to get charge on all the assets. That is called floating asset or floating charge. Understood? So fixed charge and floating charge will be there on the assets of the company. That document is called debenture. Okay. So this debenture is issued under the common seal of the company and bearing a fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. That document is called debenture. Then this is all about debenture. You may have also heard about this thing, bonds, bond. What is a bond? Bond is just like debenture. Earlier this bond was the debenture or debt instrument issued by the government or semi-governmental undertakings. Bond used to be issued by the government. But nowadays other organizations also issues bonds. Okay, bonds are also just like debentures only. Earlier it was used to be issued by government, semi-governmental undertakings or central or state governments. If they want to borrow money from the public, they used to issue bonds. Now, many other organizations also started issuing bonds. Then what is the difference between bond and debentures? See, here we have told in the case of debenture, the debenture holder, that means the person who purchased the debenture will get some interest. Suppose in the among or along with the name of the debenture, it will be mentioned that normally debentures will be mentioned like this: 10% debenture, 10% debenture, or otherwise 12% debenture. Like that it will be mentioned normally. What it means? This percentage says about the rate of interest. Rate of interest. This debenture holder will get 10% interest. This debenture holder will get 12% interest. Like that, different categories will be there. That means debenture holders will get periodical return in the form of interest. This is interest only. Okay. But in the case of bonds, so this interest we can normally call it as interest of the debenture. Normally call it as coupon rate. Coupon rate. Coupon rate means the rate of interest. Okay, the interest rate is called coupon rate. So this coupon rate or interest will not be there for the bonds. If you buy the bond, you will not get any interest. Then what is your benefit? So it will be issued at a deep discount. What? Bonds will be issued at a discount. Suppose you are buying debentures or you are buying the bonds of the value of rupees 10,000. 10,000. These bonds are issued for 5 years. Suppose 5 years time. The value of the bond is 10,000. But at the time of issue of the bond, it may be issued at rupees 8,000. 8,000. Or sometimes 6,000. It will be issued at 6,000. At the time of issue, it will be issued at 6,000. And after 5 years, if it is for 5 years, after 5 years, what you will get? Instead of 6,000, you will get 10,000. Company will give you 10,000 rupees. But at the time of purchase, how much only you give? You gave only 6,000. So that difference in the issue price and redemption rate. Redemption means paying after the maturity. So that difference is the benefit of the bond or the person who hold the bond. Okay. So difference between the debenture and bond is that bond does not bear any interest. So it is also called, bonds are also called as zero coupon debentures. Zero coupon debentures. What do you mean by zero coupon debentures? Debentures which does not bear any interest. Okay. So that is the speciality of the bonds. So we have seen here what is debenture and what is bonds. Now we are going to see what are the different kinds of debentures. What are the different kinds of debentures? Okay. kinds of debentures. Kinds of debentures, or we can say that types of debentures. Let us see which are the different types of debentures or different kinds of debentures. That means there are various kinds or various types of debentures, or we can classify the debentures into various kinds. And we are going to see which are those different kinds of debentures. See, first one we can say secured or mortgage debentures. Secured or mortgaged debentures. Secured debentures or mortgaged debentures. See, secured debentures means debentures which are issued under some security. Security, we know that. Security means the debentures, at the time of issue of the debentures, company will give a security that if we are not able to pay the money, you can claim on the assets. That's what we have told about fixed or floating charge on the assets. So if a security, if like that, if any security is given to the debenture holders, such debenture holders are, or such debentures are called secured debentures. Okay, secured debentures are those debentures which are issued under certain security on a particular asset or on generally on the assets of the company. Okay, that means some assets will be mortgaged. Mortgaged means pledged on this debenture. So that's why these debentures are called secured debentures or mortgaged debentures. Then next one, second one, unsecured or naked debentures. Unsecured debenture or naked debentures. What do you mean by unsecured debenture or naked debenture? Shares which are issued without any security. Shares are issued, or sorry, debentures are issued. Company borrowing the money, but that borrowing or that debentures will not bear any security. Okay, company will give back the money, but if the company is unable to pay the money, you cannot claim on the assets of the company, because such a security is not given. That's why this is called secured, unsecured or naked debentures. Debentures issued without any security. Okay, so secured debentures and unsecured debentures, or mortgage debentures and naked debentures. Then third one, registered debentures. What is a registered debenture? Registered debenture is a debenture of which the name of the debenture holders will be recorded in the register of debenture holders of the company. Okay, that means it will be mentioned in the register of debenture holders that this debenture is issued to whom. A register of debenture holders will be maintained by the company. In that register, the debenture holder's name will be mentioned. What is the speciality? Because the interest will be given to that particular person only. Even if he missed the debenture certificate, this interest will be given to that person only. Interest will come to him because his name is there in the register of debenture holders kept by the company. Okay, because his name, address, everything is mentioned or registered there. Such debentures are called registered debentures. Okay, so registered debentures are those debentures in which the name of the debenture holders are registered in the register of debentures or register of debenture holders maintained by the company. Then next one, bearer debentures. Bearer debentures. What is this type of debentures? Bearer debentures are those debentures where the holder of the debenture is the person who has to get the interest. That means bearer debentures are those debentures in which the name of the debenture holders will not be mentioned in the register of debentures maintained by the company. That means the name of the bearer debenture holders will not be mentioned. The name of the bearer debenture holders will not be mentioned in the register of debenture holders maintained by the company. Then who will get the interest? The bearer will get. That means on the date of interest, he has to produce the debenture to the company. Okay, and on production of these debentures before the company will give interest to that person who is holding the debenture. Okay, such debentures are called bearer debentures. The next one is redeemable debentures. Redemption means repayment of money. Redemption means repayment of money. That means at the time when the debentures are issued, you paid the money to the company. On purchase of the debenture, you paid money to company. After some time, after 5 years or 10 years or 5 years, that means after the maturity. If the maturity is for 5 years, this loan period is for 5 years. So after 5 years, what the company will give? What the company will do? Company will give the money to you. That process is called the redemption. So at that time, after 5 years are over, when the 5th year is over, what you have to do? You have to produce the debenture certificate to the company and get back the money. Company will give the money to you. You have to return the debenture certificate. That process is called the redemption of debentures. So redeemable debenture means this is a type of debenture in which the company will give back the money after the maturity of the period or after the maturity period of the debentures. That means if this debenture is issued for 10 years, after 10th year, the company will give you the money back. Such debentures are called redeemable debentures. So any other debenture is there in which the money will not be paid back? Yes, that is called irredeemable debentures. Irredeemable debentures. What do you mean by irredeemable debentures? These are the debentures where the money will not be repaid by the company. Money will not be repaid. So what is the benefit? Throughout the life of the company or throughout the maturity period. This also may have a maturity for 10 years or something, or sometime throughout the life of the company. You will get some interest. Interest will be paid to redeemable debenture holders also. But here the difference is that the interest rate of irredeemable debentures will be higher than redeemable debentures. Okay, interest you will get for redeemable and irredeemable debentures. So for all these debentures, the debenture holders will get interest. But the interest rate of irredeemable debentures will be more than the interest paid to any other debentures. Okay, this type of debentures are issued very rarely because public may not demand easily. If it is a well-reputed company, public may buy. Otherwise, it may not be demanded by the public. So it is very rarely issued. So these debentures are of these many categories. Sometimes it will be a combination of many of these. Means it may be a secured bearer redeemable debenture, or it may be a secured registered redeemable debentures. or it may be an unsecured registered redeemable debentures, or it may be an unsecured bearer redeemable debentures. Like that, combination also may be there. So anyway, these are the various kinds of debentures issued by the company. Okay. Now we are going to see what are the difference between shares and debentures. What are the difference between shares and debentures? In the last chapter we have studied about shares. Throughout the chapter we studied about shares. Here now we started to study about debentures. So how many differences you can say about shares and debentures? Many things we have told here. One, we have told about ownership. One is the owned capital and another one is borrowed capital. Owned capital means capital contributed by the owner. Another one is related to return. One is getting dividend and another one is getting interest. Dividend is part of profit. Here debenture is getting interest. Okay. And this interest also we told that it is fixed percent, 10% or 12% it is fixed. But dividends may vary according to the profit. Isn't it? So we have to list all these differences. We can list all these differences and explain. Okay. So first point we can say that owned and borrowed capital. What is owned capital? Shares are part of owned capital. Capital invested by the owners. And debentures are borrowed capital. Capital borrowed from outsiders. That means it is considered as a loan. Okay. So loan is borrowed. Loan borrows, and like that debenture is borrowed capital. That means this is a part of capital borrowed from public. Okay. Then next related to dividends and interest. Or in common we can say that return. Return. What is the periodical return? We are talking about periodical return and not about final return. Final return means principal amount will be given back. The total lump sum amount will be given back. We are not talking about that one now. This is periodical return. So the return of shares are dividends. If you buy or subscribe the shares of a company, you will get yearly dividends. On the other hand, if you have purchased debentures, you will get interest, yearly or periodical interest you will get, maybe for 6 months or 12 months. Like that, half yearly or full year interest you may get. That interest is sometimes, suppose if it is 12%, company usually gives at half yearly. So on first half you will get, out of this 12%, 6% you will get, means half of 12%, and remaining half you will get at the end of the year. So half yearly also you may get. So anyway, for debentures you will get interest, and for shares you will get dividends. Then next, the third one we can say that this dividend and interest, whether it is fluctuating or fixed. We have told that shares will get dividend and debentures will get interest. Here in this case, out of this, one is fluctuating and one is fixed. What is fluctuating and what is fixed? Now only we told that interest given for the debenture is fixed. The 12% we have told. Every year if profit is there or not, the company has to pay 12% interest or 10%, whatever is named, promised, because it is borrowed money. In time we have to pay the return. But this is part of profit. If profit is more dividend you will get. If profit is less dividend you will get. So dividend is fluctuating and interest is fixed. Okay. Then let us see about the next point, that is voluntary or compulsory redemption. Voluntary or compulsory redemption. Which has voluntary redemption and which has compulsory redemption. Redemption, you know, that paying back of the money by the company, which will be compulsorily paid. We told that debenture, now only we told that after 10 years or 5 years, after the maturity of the debentures, the money will be paid by the company. It is compulsory, will be paid. Company has to pay and you will get back the money. Sometimes if you say that I don't want the money now, keep it there with you only, but give me interest for the remaining years also. If you say like that also, company will not accept, company will give the money back. That is compulsory. But in the case of shares normally you cannot redeem from the company. Company will not give back the money. Company will not at all give back the money to you. Normally. At that time, it is voluntary. Means, if you want to get the money, what you can do? You can sell the share in the market and get the money. Not from the company. You can sell the share in the market and get the money. And if you don't want, company will not compel you to come and collect the money. Okay, that's why it is given that voluntary. Company will not compulsory give the money. If you want the money, what you can do? You can sell the share in the capital market and get the money back. That only. In the stock exchange you can sell, or through any broker you can. Share brokers are there. You can find any broker, through him you can sell the share and get the money. Otherwise, company will not pay. Okay, that's what voluntary redemption. Okay, the next one, priority in payment of principal amount on winding up of the company. Priority in paying of principal amount. Principal amount means what you have paid it to the company in the initial time of purchasing the debenture or share. That will be paid by the company at the time of winding up. Winding up means liquidation or closing down of the business. After that, business is not there, business is stopped. Okay, so at that time, that means winding up time, what the company will do? Priority will be there in the payment of that final amount. Who will get first? Whether the owner will get first or the lender will get first. That means where the shares will be paid first or debentures will be paid first. First, the company has to meet the outside liability. Outside liability means debenture. So at the time of winding up of the company, debenture holders will get the money first, and after that, if something is remaining, at last, if something is remaining, it will be given to shareholders. So first itself, who will get? Debenture holders will get, and after that, if something is remaining with the company, with that money, shareholders will be paid. So first the priority is there for the debenture holders. Okay, that is on winding up of the company. Okay, then next one, secured and unsecured. What is secured and what is unsecured? Out of these shares and debentures, which is secured, which is issued under security? Debentures are issued under security. That means fixed or floating charge on the assets of the company. So unsecured debentures are also there, but it is issued rarely. Anyway, in common we can say that debentures are issued under certain securities, but there is no security on issue of shares. Shares will not be issued under any security. So security is provided for the debentures only. So debentures are secured and shares are unsecured. They are the owners. They need not get any security. Okay. The next seventh one, we can say that restriction on issue at discount, or we can say that prohibition on issue at a discount. Prohibition on issue at a discount, we can say that also. Prohibition on issue at a discount. See, out of this, one can be issued at a discount and another one cannot be issued at a discount. Last class we have studied about shares. Do we study issue of shares at a discount? No, not at all studied. Except reissue time. Reissue time it can be issued at a discount. Otherwise, normally, as per the Indian Companies Act 2013, Indian Companies Amendment Act 2013, shares cannot be issued at a discount. After 2013, we cannot issue, or company cannot issue shares at a discount. But the debentures can be issued at a discount. And before Companies Amendment Act 2013, before 2013 Amendment Act, shares could issue at a discount. Shares could be issued at a discount. But in order to issue shares at a discount, certain procedures were there that should be followed, and there was a restriction that shares cannot be issued at a discount of more than 10%. Maximum discount can be 10%, should not be beyond that. That was before Indian Companies Amendment Act 2013. But after the enactment of Indian Companies Amendment Act 2013, companies cannot issue shares at a discount. But even now, earlier also, and even now also, debentures can be issued at a discount. And the last point we can say that this is not the least point. Very, very important point, voting right. Out of this, who has voting right? Owners will get voting right. Who are the owners? Shareholders. Shareholders have the voting right on general body meeting or at the time of taking any major decisions. Owners can exercise voting. That means shareholders can have the voting right, and debenture holders do not have any voting right because they are the creditors. So these are all for now. Today we have discussed that what is a debenture, what is the difference between debenture and a bond, or how you can bifurcate debenture and bond, and which are the different kinds of debentures, and what are the difference between shares and debentures. Is it clear to you all?